outside are the 7X. To the outside, it'll be Phil Edmondson in the 7E. Second row on the inside, it's supposed to be the number 2 of Kevin Kaiser, the 2009 ULMA champion. Kaiser back behind the wheel. Dave Miller will be behind the wheel with the number 8. Inside of row number 3, John Ketterer in the number 4. To the outside, the 16 of Bobby Penny. Then comes the 65 of John Benning out of Warrensburg, 2-time track champion here in the late model division. To the outside, the 1T is Chris Cox. Tailback tonight by himself, Olathe, Kansas driver Wesley Briggs. Meanwhile, we're going to ULMA heat race number 1, side by side. Looking for the green. Here we go. All right, Bobby Penny down on the low side. John Benning trying to have a rebound here. Had a horrible first experience when the late models were here a couple weeks ago. We'll see if he can rebound here tonight in the 65. Todd McCoy will lead lap number 1 with Edmondson right there in second. Still all McCoy, Edmondson, and now Bobby Penny up to join the fray. Chris Cox back in that 4th spot with John Benning now 5th. Ketterer slips back to 6th, Kaiser 7th, and Wesley Briggs 8th. John Ketterer goes around. He's still trying to keep going. He tried to keep it going, but he couldn't save it, and the car dies. We will go under our first yellow here with our late model heat as Ketterer goes back around, gets it righted. Once again, green flag flies, and we are back underway. John Benning now going to the high side to try to find some grip. He finds a little there, gets a good run off turn 2, and he'll run side by side with Chris Cox as McCoy still leads it with Penny lurking. John Benning and his team went back to work. They told me they had to go back to their notes and find the old setups here at Warrensburg to try to get back to the front. Had a horrible outing here the first time they were there. Looks a lot better here tonight as he has made his way to 3rd. McCoy, Penny, Benning, Cox. Great battle there for that 3rd spot as Chris Cox fights back on the low side. The Jefferson City, Missouri driver wants the spot, so does Benning. They're side by side off of 4th, but Benning now creeps up to 3rd. Clicking these laps off as Bobby Penny does all he can to try to reel in race-long leader Todd McCoy. Ketterer with problems here on the 4. He'll pull in. We'll stake the white flag. 1 to go for McCoy, Penny, and Benning, your top 3. Final lap into turn number 3 out of Barnett, Missouri. He'll bring it off a corner number 4. Your winner, Todd McCoy. So Todd McCoy picks up our first late model heat over Bobby Penny, John Benning, Chris Cox, Phil Edmondson. Kevin Kaiser looking pretty good there in the 2, getting it back under, getting used to it again. And Wesley Briggs in the 28 rounds out your field. That'll take care of ULMA late model heat race number 1. Heat race number 2 looks like this. Through the lineup. Out of Holt Summit, Missouri, he's in the 23 car as your pole setter, Cody Holdcamp. To the outside, he was Rookie of the Year last year. He's already has 1 victory this year. He did that at Callaway Raceway. It's the 22H. Out of Fulton, Missouri, that is Dustin Hodges. Second row inside out of Urick, Missouri in the 55 machine. Scheduled to be the 55 machine was supposed to be Greg Clemens. Second row on the outside, a former champion here. He's won many, many races here. That is Kevin Coyne out of Kingsville in the 22. Third row inside, he's also won many races here out of Independence. That is Bob King. To the outside in the 6, Bob Cummings out of Sedalia. Then it's Aaron Morant in the 1X. He's out of Richmond, Missouri. Lane Ellert behind the wheel of the 42. And Ryan Petersheim out of Harrisburg in the 6P. Here we go. Green flag flies. So Cody Holcamp with an early early race lead there. Kevin Coyne down to the low side. It's a battle of the 22s into corner number 3. Destin Hodges has that second spot. Kevin Coyne wants it in the 22. Here they come off of 4. Great side-by-side battle there again with Hodges and Coyne. Lurking behind them, Aaron Moran in the 1X, then Bob King in that 45. Look at this side-by-side battle continuing here between the 22s. Once again off of 4, who will it be? Coyne edges ahead just a little bit. Yellow flag will fly, yellow flag out. I believe somebody may be leaking something here. We'll get the word. Green flag, and here we go, return to racing. Hodges trying to hug the low side, but talk about hugging the grip. Off of 2, Cody Holcamp with a rocket ship. He'll maintain his lead here and lead another lap. Lane Ellert now trying to run there with Bob King as King tries to figure a way up there to get with Aaron Moran and that one machine. Holcamp checking out on the rest of the field. Hodges still catfishing down low. Moran looking for the high side. Lane Ellert got a chance to talk to them just a little bit tonight. Lane and his dad and his mom, great family racing operation. Good to see Lane up here and his mom and dad racing with us tonight, young family. His son and his wife here rooting him on here tonight. Morant is fast on the high side but can't seem to gain any ground. And here comes Bob King in the 45. King now putting the pressure on the 1X as Hodges stays glued to the low side for second. Aaron Morant will be doing double duty. We'll see him tonight later on in the USRA Modifieds. Right now he is sitting in that 3rd spot as a white flag will fly here for Cody Holcamp. Holcamp out of Holt Summit. 1 to go. Final time with a full straightaway length advantage and off of turn number 4, Cody Holcamp, your winner. Destin Hodges will bring it home second. The battle to 3rd. Watch it. Aaron Moran edges it out. Here we go. Should be interesting to see how much grip these guys get. They don't have any problem getting off of turn number 2. Great race down the back chute. Coming around for lap number 1. Who will it be? The 44 machine out front. Don Drow Jr. Wesley Smith, I believe. Spreading out here as we have one side-by-side battle there, back for the 3rd and 4th position. These guys set themselves up about halfway down the back straightaway to get into the corner. Number 2 machine will slide into that 3rd spot. Jason Billups, again Billups, former driver of a B-Mod, now behind the wheel of an All-Star Midget and a Lightning Sprint. So Jason going the open wheel route for racing. Eight-lap event, clicking off very quick laps here tonight for our All-Star Midget Series. White flag in hand from Herschel Thompson one more time around. Crowd, your leader, 1 to go. 1 lap remaining for our first heat. Oh no, problems there for the 28 machine of Corey Schutte. A former winner here. Now Schutte pulls to the infield as a checkered flag will fly. Dowd will pick up your win. Wesley Smith in that 2nd spot, followed by Jason Billups in 3rd. We have 1 more car to complete our race. Oh, and he goes for a loop up here off the top of turn 4. But the race is final. That will take care of heat race number 1 for the All-Star Midgets here tonight. right, 5 machines for a quick few laps. Here we go. It's about a 5-car battle for the lead. Great action here in our heat race number 2. They were still 3 wide off of 2 at the start. Still green flag in the air. They're 3 wide off of 4. Look out here at the line. Rick Mirko doing a great job out front in that 48 machine, the 48M. Driver again out of Iola, Kansas. Mirko, your early race leader. He will lead lap number 2. 2 in the books this time. These guys are getting after it. We got a 4-car battle for the front. Mirko hanging on to it now. Tony Hudlin started this one deep in the field. Now getting challenging here off of corner number 4. Mirko. Close one up front between these drivers. New leader off of turn 2. Still all 4 drivers right in the mix of this one. Went a little sideways there. So the 15 age of Tony Hudlin. Iola, Kansas driver. That town breaking it in here tonight here early on with the All-Star Midget Heats. Hudlin, your leader, clicking off these laps very quickly. Just a handful to go. White flag in hand from flagman Herschel Thompson, signaling the final time around here for our second and final All-Star Midget Heat. 1 to go. Checkered flag in the air for the 15. He started tailback. It's Tony Hudlin, your winner. So Tony Hudlin out of Iola, Kansas picks up the win, followed by the 48M. Your pole setter was Rick Mirko, also out of Iola, Kansas. Gunnar Martin, your early race leader, was Shad Batter and Johnny Finnewald. Dwight Niehoff now up to that 4th spot. Needs to get another spot there from Finnewald. Finnewald coming off a big run last night at Lucas Oil Speedway where he had a successful run inside the top 3. Good battle up front now with Batter down to the low side of Gunnar Martin. Batter doing all he can. A few extra laps there. He might have found a new line there with the 2-seater now out here with his USRA modified. Gunnar Martin, your race leader. Shad Batter, Johnny Finnewald, your top 3 so far. Kurt Potter on back through the field with Matt Plum, Eddie Whitney. Those cars battling for spots back there deep in the field, as well as the number 5, Justin Shoemaker out of Enola, Kansas. Dwight Niehoff has caught the backside of Johnny Finnewald once again. Niehoff's car looking pretty strong there, catfishing that low side. He gets a good run here off of 4. Good battle between those 2 drivers. Finnewald with a run. That time, Niehoff right there on the low side as well. Niehoff wants the spot. He may have it here off of corner number 2 as those 2 drivers battle for the 3rd and final transfer spot. Finnewald fights back. Niehoff down on the low side. Finnewald leaving that low lane open in the middle lane. Gunnar Martin now with about a 2-car length advantage on the 73 of Batter. Now said the 73B of Shad Batter falls into the clutches of Johnny Finnewald. Finnewald now to the backside of the 73B of Batter for 3rd. Finnewald looks to the low side of Shad Batter that time. So those 2 cars, right, those 3 cars, I should say, as the white flag is set to fly. One more time to go. Final time down the back straightaway into corner number 3. He's from Independence, Missouri. He's got 2 feature wins this year. Tonight he'll take a B-main win. That is Gunnar Martin, your winner. So Gunnar Martin, Shad Batter, and Johnny Finnewald will transfer on tonight. Tough break there for Dwight Niehoff. Had a fast car, just couldn't find a line tonight around here on this tricky track condition. He finishes 4th. James Eaton will be 5th in the 24, followed by the 5 machine of Justin Shoemaker, the 75 of Eddie Whitney, the 11P of Kurt Potter, and the 00 of Justin Plum will round out your field. Our set of Travis Ruff out of Belton. Here we go. The dust flies here at the start of our second and final USRA Modified B main event. Joey Stevens up front, but he takes it up to the high side. Look out down low. Scotty Martin with a run. Blonde Bomber Mitchell right now in a transfer spot, but here comes Schultz in the 90. Ryan Middow and Dean Bachner also trying to get on the action, and the 2D of Bachner goes around. Scary moment there for the 26S of Stephen Glenn and the 86 of Buddy Benedict, as those two took evasive action to miss the 2D of Bachner. And Johnson, as he gets up to 6, still got to pass 3 cars to get into that main event. We'll keep an eye on things. It's just a quick 10-lapper with already a couple laps in the books. Here we go once again. Blonde Bomber Mitchell now with a run to Joey Stevens down the low side. Mitchell down low, brings Schultz with her. Mitchell now will go into that second spot. Josiah Stevens back to 3rd. Terry Schultz now on the low side trying to get the spot on Stevens. He sets in the 4th spot. Still has to move up one more. Blonde Bomber Mitchell hanging on to 2nd. Scotty Martin, your current leader. Here comes Ryan Middow now. He gets a little bit racy to the outside. Ryan Middow now with a run on the 90 of Schultz. Schultz having a little bit of trouble here getting to the front. Mitchell wants the lead from Scotty Martin here coming off of turn number 4. A great 5-car battle with only 3 spots to transfer. Mitchell with a good run down again. And here comes Joey Stevens to the outside. They're 3 wide here, nearly 3 wide off of 2. This is for a transfer spot. Top 3 moving on. Scary moment there for Terry Schultz. He saves it. Now Blonde Bomber loses a spot there to Schultz as Schultz and Blonde Bomber get together off of turn number 4. Yellow flag will fly as Mitchell and Schultz get together here trying to battle for that transfer spot to move on to tonight's 3,000 to win show. Tough break there for Schultz in the 9. Bachner, Terry Schultz, and Blonde Bomber. Here we go. Ryan Middow now with a good run there. He'll move inside the top 3. He wants another spot from Scotty Martin. Here comes Schultz on the outside trying to gain some ground. Schultz way up on the high side. There's a scary moment there. He'll get a good run off of 2. He'll pick up a couple spots. Still got to get up there for a couple more. Tammy Mitchell, Blonde Bomber Mitchell takes it to the hot pit area. She's done for the night. Schultz doing everything he can to gain some ground. He has made his way back to the 4th spot. He's still got to get around one more car if he's to transfer here tonight. Josiah Stevens hanging on to it. Joey's got a good run going. Ryan Middow right there in 2nd. Scotty Martin hanging on to it so far. Schultz trying to get a run on the high side. It's a 3-car battle for that 3rd and final transfer spot. Here comes Schultz with a run on the high side of Scotty Martin. White flag in hand from flagman Herschel Thompson. Final lap. This time around, 1 to go. Schultz with a run. Oh, contact with the 90 and the 75 down the front chute. The 90 and the 75 RPM get together. Yellow flag will fly. Your leader here tonight in our second and final modified B-main, Ryan Middow and Terry Schultz. Those are the top 3 cars right now. Dean Bachner, Stephen Glenn, and Brian Johnson on back, trying to get up through the field to get that 3rd and final transfer spot away from the 90 of Schultz. Here we go. Green, white checker to finish it up. Bachner to the low side of Schultz now with a run, but Schultz fights back with some power off of 2. Look out, Schultz once more.
He may get more here off of turn number 4 as the white flag will fly this time around. 1 to go. Look out. 3 cars going at it. Great race. Probably one of the best races we've seen here all night. Dean Bachner trying to get in there. Pulled the slider. Couldn't make it stick. Ryan Middahl with a good run down to the low side now. Here comes Ryan Middahl out of Fulton, Missouri. Off of turn number 4. Middahl will take the checkers. Josiah Stevens second. Schultz in third. One of the best races we've seen here tonight. Ryan Middahl out of Fulton, Missouri with a big power move there. Picks up the win, and he'll transfer on along with Josiah Stevens in the 209 and Terry Schultz in the 90 out of Sedalia. Those 3 cars will move on. On back, Dean Bachner, Stephen Glenn, and Brian Back and Black Johnson will have to try again another night. Tough break for those gentlemen as they'll have to go back to the pits and put it on the trailer for the night.